Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Puts it out of the air. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Worthy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Worthy. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Let's talk about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Pressure coming. He lost one down the sideline. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Caught over the middle. It's Woodside. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second one from the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to pop the draw. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. The give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woodside. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the... Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Woodside. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Worthy. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it. A stone ball on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got his man in the middle. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Kick is in the air. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out fast. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Larson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lost a throw on first down. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. All kinds of time before he fires right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. If early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On the run, it's Worthy. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And back to the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Worthy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running into the open space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Here's the handoff. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just...
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Worthy. Gets it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Woodside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. They're going to ride this running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the... There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The give as they work on that clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. Pushes toward the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Larson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.